let's talk about how they're leaving my boy out in the cold, man. Freezing him out. Because that's what it's looking like to me, man. As we all know, 135 has two champions. Teofimo Lopez, who holds the WBA, the real WBA. He holds the real WBA Super. He holds the IBF. He holds the WBO. And he holds the ring. And then he holds the WBC Duck Belt, which is the franchise. And then we know Devin Haney has the real WBC belt, the WBC. I believe it's I think it's just called the Super. I believe it's just the regular or Super. It's just Super, I believe, right? WBC belt, the real belt. And then, you got people trying to discredit that, saying it was an email belt. He didn't earn it, which wasn't his fault, by the way. He didn't earn the belt. Then Teofimo comes out while back, makes this video talking about how Mauricio Suleiman sent him the certified WBC championship belt. He's the real champion. Don't know what the fuck that was about, but that's clearly not the case. Devin Haney is, in fact, the real WBC champion. And you gotta, I had made a video saying I think the three dudes is ducking them. I think Tank, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo are ducking him. Especially Ryan Garcia. He's the number one ducker of Devin Haney. And then Teofimo, and then maybe Tank after in the run, a close third. And I have my reasons for saying that. And doesn't necessarily mean that it was Tank's fault, that he's doing the ducking. It's just people that's handling him. I felt like that's the case. And then a lot of people argue this fact that they'll argue that Devin Haney, he's pillow fisted. He got hurt by Linares. He's chinny. The chinny thing, we're gonna talk about that on the live. We're gonna run through this whole thing about chins. I talked about this on this channel, but I want to do a live on it. And we're gonna talk about Devin Haney's chin and is his chin suspect, and we're gonna talk about a lot of other things regarding chins, because somebody left a comment and said Devin Haney's chin is suspect. And I'm not gonna get into it here in this video, but I'm just like, how? Whatever. That's those dudes that look at boxing through a different kind of lens than other people, But anyway, why is Devin Haney being frozen out if this guy doesn't have power and is chinny, right? You would figure they would smoke him and just take the belt. He's such an easy win. That's just like with Demetrius Andrade. People call him a terrible fighter, but yet nobody took the belt from him yet. He's a terrible fighter. Then just like when they picking all these cherries, how come you don't pick him as a cherry and go take his belt? If he's such a terrible fighter, he's pillow-fisted and he's chinny and all of this stuff. I read this about Demetrius Andrade too. But he still got his belt though. So take the belt. This is for the champion dudes that pop all this shit like Charlo. Same thing with Teofimo. And same thing with Ryan Garcia. I would have KO'd Devin and all this other shit. Then Teofimo with the I want to stop Devin's career. All right, so then why you ain't do it? Why you had the franchise and you the champ? Don't that trump mandatories? So you could have definitely fought Devin Haney, bro. You could have took that easy easy win, right? But you ain't do it yet. You chose to take on Cambosos, and I think you scared he put a little fear in your faith in your heart too. That's how I see it, man. But they're freezing him out because look, man. Devin Haney just came off a win with Jorge Linares. A great win. Showed adversity. He overcame that. Ryan Garcia came off a win with Luke Campbell. After that win with Luke Campbell, he totally skipped over Devin Haney and had the fans amp up a fight with him and Tank. Totally skipped over Devin and straight to Tank. That's one way Ryan Garcia was ducking. Type of other things. Then he wanted to fight. Then he was supposed to fight Javier Fortuna. Ducked out of that fight. Then said, okay, I want to fight Tank again. No mentions of Devin Haney at all. Then Ryan Garcia, is supposed to be fighting Tank. There's talks of him and Tank Davis being next. So right there, you got Tank not fighting Devin. Came off a win with Mario Barrios. And instead of fighting Devin Haney, he goes and want to fight Ryan Garcia. Now, someone say, well, That's a big money move. Okay, man, I get it, man. But sometimes we don't give a fuck about the money. But see, that's the thing that's ruling in boxing, man. We understand, these promoters and these dudes that's running these boxers, they want to go where the money is at. But I thought the boxers were the ones that make a lot of decisions. I thought the promoters was the boxer was the boss. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. So they're chasing money over legacy, in my opinion. So that's what's wrong with boxing now. You know, they chasing legacy over money, bro. I mean, chasing money over legacy. So when you chase money over legacy, a lot of bad things start happening, man. You see what almost happened to Jamal Charlo, and that's what's going to end up happening. I told y'all that's what's going to happen to these dudes. They gonna fuck around. Y'all don't want to get the belts. Y'all want to keep taking the easy fights. All right, cool. You gonna run into a motherfucking dude like Montiel, gonna knock your ass out, and now you gotta start from scratch because you wanted to skip over. That's what happened with fucking Joshua almost. That's what happened with Wilder. Same thing with Wilder and Joshua. Joshua didn't want to fight Wilder, or however you want to put it. He wanted to take on I think Andy Ruiz was a replacement. I forgot who Joshua was supposed to fight. He lost his fucking belts to Ruiz. Then it's a lot of speculation. It's debates about who ducked who, rather Wilder ducked Joshua. He was supposed to fight Joshua. He turned down a lot of money because he's saying he wanted to bet on himself and all this shit, right? Then he ended up fighting Tyson Fury and got his ass whooped, got his belt taken from him. So was it worth getting your ass whooped against Fury? And now you ain't got nothing? Or fighting somebody that at least had all the belts and get your ass whooped for a bigger bag? I don't understand these niggas, man. But anyway, Devin is being froze out. Tank froze him out. They're using Tank to freeze him out. Ryan Garcia, and then Teofimo's freezing him out. Instead of first, it was he got the belts from Loma. He could have fought Devin Haney. Devin Haney's right up there. He skipped over Devin Haney to take on his mandatory. He could have easily scraped up that WBC and fought Devin Haney. They wanted to use the money excuse. Oh, I'm gonna get $10 million for fighting Kambosos, and you're not even getting $10 million. You're not getting 10 for yourself. I believe it was 10, and they broke it down. You get 6, and I think what Kambosos get 3 or 4 or something like that. You ain't getting 10 off the rip, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna get a little more, but bro, if you would have got the WBC from Haney, your stock go up even more, and now you can demand all type of shit. But for some reason they freezing that boy out. And this is a pillow fist dude, right? This is somebody with no skill. I mean, they can't say he ain't got no skill, but my boy got skills. They saying he chinny. They saying all this other mess, but they won't fight the bro. Get the belt. He's so easy. Come get it, man. That should be bugging me out. They say somebody a terrible fighter, so go knock him out then. Same thing with Canelo. Andrade's a terrible fighter. All right. Was Avni Yildirim a good fighter? Fuck you talking about, bro? These people, bro. That shit that be pissing me off, man. Oh, you just want a payday. Okay, motherfucker. Who ain't fighting for a payday? So are you. So was all these other boxers. Y'all all fighting for fucking paydays. So what are you talking about, dude? Fight the man. He's so easy. He a terrible fighter. You the man. Whoop his ass and take the WBO. They ain't do it yet. Same with, man, Devin Haney and Demetrius Andrade, bro, are in the same boat, fam. They in the same boat. You can even argue Terrence Crawford might even be in the same boat because people talk about him like he ain't fought nobody and all this stuff, right? And he's and Errol gonna walk through him and all. All right, why is Sean Porter don't want to fight him? Why? And a lot of people say, oh, but Bud is ducking Virgil Ortiz. They saying Bud say he got they say he had to fight somebody first or something like that. And if he said that, that's some whole shit because I don't believe in that. You got to do something. You got to do something first and all that shit. I don't believe in all that. Man, get your ass in the ring, man. Fight. I don't care if you got 3-0. Fight. Knock him off. Get him out of there. But back to Devin Haney. They're freezing my boy out, man. At least for right now, what it seemed like. I don't know what they're waiting for. Because look, who's he going to fight, bro? Let's look real quick before I go. Let's look at who can Devin Haney fight, man. Who can he fight now, man? Okay. I'm looking at the rankings here. We got the WBC. Devin Haney's the world, right? He's WBC World Lightweight Champion. Teofimo's the franchise, and then the WBC interim is vacant. I thought Ryan Garcia had that belt. Did he drop it? I thought he had the interim. I thought Ryan Garcia After beating Lil Campbell, he got the WBC interim, and that's what I had thought, but it's vacant. Okay, so you got Devin Haney up there. Tiafimo's a champ. You got Javier Fortuna. Maybe Devin Haney could fight him, but I think, come on, Devin Haney smokes him. Then you got Jojo Diaz. That'd be a nice little scrap, but he's not ready for Devin Haney. He just fought Jorge Linares. All right, a decent scrap will be Richard Comey, but I think Devin Haney boxes his ears off too. Vargas, hey, come on, man. This is going further down. Nakatani's a nice little scrap for him. So yeah, man, these are top 10. Abdullah is a nice scrap for him. Nakatani, I think he blows Nakatani out the water too. I don't think he might not knock him out, but he might end up just boxing his ears off. He's gonna box his ears off, bro. He's gonna box all these dudes' ears off. Ryan Garcia's right there. He's not fighting him because Ryan Garcia ain't talking about fighting him. Ryan Garcia is talking about Tank Davis. So you forget about that. Lomachenko's up there, right there, number one. Right there. But he's not gonna fight Loma because Loma's gonna entertain Teofimo for a second fight more than likely end of this year. So you can forget Vasyl Lomachenko, forget Ryan Garcia. Javier Fortuna is a possibility. Jojo Diaz, maybe that's a possibility. He just fought Jorge Linares. Richard Comey, that's a good one. And, you know, the Vargas dude. He gonna smoke Vargas too. Ivan Mendy, that's an older fighter too. He got a lot of experience. 46-5. He probably gonna smoke him too. So the only real ones, Nakatani's a good scrap. Richard Comey, man. Those are the closest ones to probably giving Devin some issues. Maybe. And I think Richard Comey's too slow to even really fuck with Devin like that. Now, Nakatani got a little bit of power and speed, little bit of speed, not as quick as Devin. So, in my eyes, the only real opponents for Devin Haney, because these other dudes ain't fighting him, and this is only in the WBC, by the way, is Richard Comey and Nakatani. That's it. That's the only real challenge for him, really. Those two right there, maybe, if that. Then in WBA, you got Rolly Romero. That's I think he'll smoke him too. You know, Rolly got power, but I think he'll smoke his ass. Giovanni Strafford, that's a nice one. Pretty decent. Josh O'Reilly, I never heard of him. Jorge's there again. Frank Martin. But who are these dudes, bro? I want to see a champion fight a champion, man. And if not, somebody in like the top 5 or something, maybe, or the right there at the edge, the number 1 or number 2 spot, and that's Rolly. And Tank got the WBA World. I know that's a fake belt. A lot of people say, all right, but still line up something with the come on, man. Still a belt, man. It's crazy, bro. It's nothing here, man. There's nothing really left for Devin Haney to do, man. Isak Cruz is IBF. I guess, I don't know, man. But he's not even ranked. Devin Haney's not even ranked in the IBF. So he's not ranked in the WBO either. So, I mean, bro, what's left for your boy, my boy Devin to really do, man? But I guess a Comey fight and maybe a Nakatani. I think that's what's probably going to end up happening next. One of those two fights, man. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Devin Haney should have another fight before this year is out. Maybe 1 or 2 more scraps. I like to see him fight 2 more times. And if those 2 fights, I know he's not going to get Ryan, Tio, or Tank. Pretty much not going to happen. So I would like to see him fight Nakatani or Richard Comey, man. Those should be his next 2 scraps. And it's sad that I got to say that, but that's what it's looking like, man. That's what it's looking like, because he's getting avoided by the fucking champions, bro, or the top guys. Or they're trying to tie themselves up and occupy themselves so they won't fight Devin. A lot of it got something to do with the promoters. A lot of that shit is still the boxers too, man. But I'm off this, bro. Let me know what you think, man. Do you think they freezing up your boy Devin Haney? My boy, that's my boy, man. I fuck with Devin Haney, bro. I fuck with him. But it seemed like BFTB, he was trying to line up a fight with him and Gary Russell Jr. Maybe that's coming. We'll see. But I mean, I don't want to see that right now, man. I want to see him fight somebody in his weight class, man. But let me know what you think. Drop a comment, like, and subscribe, man. I'll catch you guys later on the next one. Peace.